Pets are in KGB, alrighty.
Okay, so reminder of the plan, everyone. Stick with the transports until we deal with the Missouri. Then I will break away to plug the gap on those cruisers, and everyone else basically stays with the transports. And yes, Judge, today is of course the 76th anniversary of Pearl Harbor.
And the same day, HMS Queen Elizabeth has officially been commissioned into the Royal Navy. No planes yet, but she's commissioned.
Oh, well. Yeah, that Queen Elizabeth. I still can't believe they named the second one Prince of Wales.
Yeah.
That's not a great choice of name, given how the last one's career went in her major engagements. I honestly, personally, I would have brought back the names Dreadnought and Warspite, but there you go. That's me.
Alright, it's been right, left, right. Let's see if it's left again.
Okay, well, I've got my guns left, so purely because that's the point of the formation it dropped me on. With these French guns, we are spoiling the enemy.
So long as I don't call it HUD, they'll be fine. Wow. Wow. Yeah,
And
right.
target's right. And it looks like there's always 2 Tier 4 destroyers and a Tier 4 battleship.
Yeah.
And someone's discovered their horns.
I have an idea for those horns for a video, but
If you're about to try getting out a copy of Autotune and getting a fleet to play Good King Wenceslas.
close enough.
Oh dear.
We'll see. We'll see if I have time. I've still got to do Aegler's video yet. I just can't get along with that ship.
Russian Kebab. She's one of those ships that people are either going to love or hate.
If only there were 8km torpedoes, I probably would love that thing a lot more.
Yeah, if there were 8km torpedoes, that's probably why they haven't given it to her.
Yeah.
She'd be a bit too lovable. And while I'm aware that French mademoiselles have a reputation... Oh, right, looks like we have contacts right this time. Loading the armour piercing. Yes, everyone's discovered their horns. Yay!
It's magnificent. At least I gave an option for it.
True enough.
Might want to slow down a bit just in case Missouri comes and blaps you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold this island for a second. Well, I think I just citadeled an Omaha through the bow. With 8-inch guns. I mean, the Omaha's armour is garbage, but Larry just proved that, in fact, you might be better off with no armour at all.
You got the ship equivalent of Marmite. Kind of, yeah.
Alright, Cat Fighter coming up.
Mexico.
Oh, right. New Mex, where's the Missouri? That is the question. That is the burning question. Possibly literally if it starts firing high explosive. Also, there's one that I actually need to cross the convoy in order to hit my next deployment marker. There's a Cleveland. And there's the little trouble. Yes. Ooh.
I'm not hitting this guy.
That's alright, I don't think it really matters. Right. Okay, don't want to pull my boat. Interest. Maybe it's just that no one's targeting me, but is anyone else not getting priority target warnings at the moment?
It was broken last public test for the last operation, so I guess they haven't fixed that yet.
Right, no,
I
that's
think there was a
interesting.
micropatch that was meant to have fixed that, but I can't remember.
Okay, right. Focus the misery. Also popping defensive fire. Yeah, priority target is very definitely not working because that thing is looking right at me.
Nice tops.
Indeed. I was setting up for Pyro Same. Alright. Larry, if you go south and plug the transports, everyone else stick with the convoy, cover them in. Also, I'm just going to take advantage of the Cimarron at this point. If that Missouri could sink a bit quicker, that would be appreciated. Okay, guns starboard. Load armor piercing for those cruisers. And hello, sweet blessed repair ship. Oh, we're paying 100 a tick. Okay, looks like Cimarron and Liberties 2 and 3 are angling for the southern channel. Liberty 1's going that way as well. I think 4 and 5 are going to take the eastern approach.
Yep, J10 again. I think it is dependent on where your team might be, actually. Make a degree of sense.
Yeah, so basically whichever channel you enter first determines which exit point they run for. But, as you say, that makes a degree of sense. Catfighter up, cover the transports. Alright, that's more... Alright, yeah, that's patched up to a tolerable degree. Engage Spood Beast. Let's get back in the fight.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Yeah. Also, I think this is one where you can do it without a carrier reasonably well if the team's coordinated, but a carrier makes it a bit easier. Certainly I'd be inclined to bring a Kugger along for this if I was assembling a group on live. Right,
goes King.
Oh, hello, Fort.
There goes Refueler.
Down goes Fort. And looks like the reinforcements have shown.
We lost our KGV. I'm the only one protecting these transports up north.
Understood. Turning starboard and moving to intercept. Loading high explosive. Guns. Turning port. Gun starboard. Popping
As long as they
defensive
shoot
fire.
these, the transports, we should be fine.
Yeah, well, say that to the fact that we've got a Farragut breaking cover again.
Yeah.
Okay, transports are in, so we don't have to worry about defending them now. They're just useful for a quick win.
Yeah, just need to keep that lead one in.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Yeah, a nice touch, I suppose, would be if they could name the ships after... I'm tempted to say historical ones,
Interesting, yeah.
rather than just in-jokes on the ships themselves. Like calling Atlanta Machine Gun, for example. And someone's called the Belfast Quebec, which I am inclined to regard as heresy.
We've sunk an enemy aircraft carrier.
Damn it, right, get angled. Speedo's away. Turn in, turn in, turn in. Yeah. Whoop. Okay, yeah, we should be able to comfortably get the transport objective this time. Just have to pin these guys down for a bit.
Yep.
There we go. Fourth objective's in, 1100 assault troopers. Just need to keep the transport ship, well, the one you're protecting there, until it finishes its dock.
Yep.
And it's almost on its objective marker. There we go. 10, 20, 30, 40. I think it's going to try to land 100 troops. 80, 90, 100. Oh no, 110. Yeah. Are we going to get the 4 stars, however? Because arguably we've done 2... there we
Yep.
go. You get it automatically if the transport's not dead.
Beautiful. Well, that was a much smoother operation.
Yes! 5 stars again. You know what? You could almost say they should toughen this up a bit. Then again, we have got a pre-made team. We are coordinating to an extent.
Yes. I didn't get a single plane kill? How?
I only got 9.
Okay.
Okay, well...
I think we did. Amazing.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's see. Right, I am going... Let's see, what's the load on Ranger these days? 112. That's not brilliant compared to Hiryu's options.
All we need to do is unlock the hard difficulty. Yeah. So they've
Yeah.
been there for a while now.
Yeah, I'm surprised we got through the whole of Season 1 without them doing that. That's always been very much a back burner option for them, I think.
Problem is, how do you make it harder aside from... Because if you just add more enemies, that's just a lazy way of increasing difficulty.
+1 tier to everything.
So in that operation, you'd have a Montana to deal with instead of Missouri.
Oh, yeah. You wanted hard. And the destroyers are all running around as tier 7s. And the cruisers are tier 8s. That's quite an uptick in difficulty.
That, yeah, that would be. Hearing is the easiest way to make it more difficult.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
well, I am going to switch back to Hiryu again. I think we've got time for a couple more.
yes.
Yeah. Okay, port.
Let's go KGB this time.
Okay. And I will ready up with Hiryu. Not even going to bother with camo this time out. Don't really need it. On that subject of camo, what kind of money are we getting on this? I mean, on the 5-star run, I got just shy of 200,000 credits. So that's not a bad little money maker. Let's have a look at some of the others. The 5-star prior to that, 208,000. The humiliating loss, 35,000. And the win, 105,000 in the Hiryu. So I would say, yeah. You could probably you can turn a profit on this op, even without. Well, we've got premium as well, of course. So take a third off those numbers for standard.
And we're not paying for consumables because we got given a bunch of premium consumables straight up.
Yeah, but again, that's 60,000, 70,000 on your bill, plus repairs. I don't think you're going to lose money. You might not make very much, but you're not going to lose.
Yeah,
Just
PvP
doing
is still the best way to earn money.
Yeah. Right. Ewok, we did them earlier in the stream. Suffice to say that we think they're maybe somewhat out of whack. We know the mission requirements are out of whack, but at the moment it's the rewards are referencing the turpits in particular. So we don't think that's correct. We think Wargame are using that as a placeholder for a certain ship, ? You know, Stunt, the thought has just occurred that if the final giveaway for that campaign is a ship, we're going to see the option to either... We're going to see what they did with the Hood in the Sink the Bismarck campaign. You can either earn her through the campaign, or you can buy her early and get yourself ahead.
And probably get a better... Like, the missions that are dedicated for the ship will probably have a better reward attributed to them.
Indeed. I mean, we saw that in the Hunt for Bismarck, and it makes sense that they do it again.
Yeah.
In fact, we saw it in Grash... Well, we kind of saw it in Grash Spey with the Christmas convoys, but let's not hope... Let's hope they don't do that again. Yeah, I mean, that's a memory none of us want to go back to.
Right. Ashitaka with the Makoto camouflage. That would probably be the best way of earning a profit in this, because that camouflage is one of the best money-making camouflages available.
Yes, I would say so. I'm trying to think of
Ashitaka wouldn't be a bad shout for this either.
No, she wouldn't. I mean, 10, 16-inch guns, not too much to worry about on the accuracy front. Yeah, Ashitaka would be quite a good choice for this op against bots. Unfortunately, we can't actually test her because, well, no premiums on the test server, which is a pity. But definitely Hiryu rather than Ranger, I would say.
Yeah. Alright, let's get loading.
Pay way too much by the way of bundle. You mean Ewok? How could you possibly come up with such a cynical point of view? Beyond perhaps experience. And we have a Mayhem. We have a destroyer in this scenario, so we're going to see what the gunboat can do. And I will not go barreling off at top speed this time. So fighters out into scouting positions. Bombers stack up in the centre. Let's just see which side we get it from this time. So far, we've been mostly seeing the right-hand side. We've seen a couple of lefties.
Yeah, 3 rights, 1 left so far.
And I think one other thing the carriers are good for in this scenario is just advanced scouting, seeing the enemy deployments early on.
Yeah. So I think as soon as you launch that plane, you'd probably spot the Wyoming that's to the right of us.
Indeed.
If it's there.
And if it's not, well, we have a pretty solid guess as to where it will be. Right, game on. Head 1/4 this time.
Ready for takeoff. Ready.
In terms of making this harder, I mean, there are other things they can do, like, for example, having the transports bolt for both exits,
Ready for takeoff.
irrespective of where you go, so you have to split your forces to catch them.
That'd be something.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the way World of Warcraft does its raids. Oh, contacts left.
Left side.
Yeah. You have LFR difficulty, which is basically face roll time, and yes, people still make a mess of it. Oh, that's interesting. Destroyer popped out forwards this time. Normally we see those guys coming straight round the nearest island. So where's the easiest Slav? Because we only see one destroyer at the moment. There it is. Second Clemson, so looks like it's 2 random destroyers and a battleship. Interesting that we've always had a Wyoming on this run.
Yes. Well, there's no Russian battleship to pull from. Could pull a British.
Yep, could pull the Japanese as well. Miyogi.
Well, they can't pull Japanese because...
Oh yeah,
Japanese
good point.
are enemies.
Germans?
Germans, yeah. They could pull a German off.
Although arguably there's a distinct Axis v Allies feel in
Yeah.
this one. Or at least this season. So maybe that's why they're not doing that.
Which navy versus which? We think it's Axis versus Allies. We're on the side of Axis in this. Because it's British, Russian, French, and...
Well, we've seen a few Commonwealth. We saw a Perth in the
Commonwealth
first
is here
run.
as well.
And cruisers left as well. Interesting. 2 tier 5s.
Awaiting instructions. Approaching target. Approaching target. Ready for takeoff. Returning to ship. Ready.
I always
And I
forget
need
how
to-
fast a meal goes.
Yeah, and I need to get my fighters forward because we're about to get that first air raid in. Here it comes.
Maintaining present course. Standing by for instructions. Over. Group 2. Awaiting instructions. Approaching target. Taking fire.
Yeah, the AI cannot handle strafe attacks yet.
For instructions.
Something to remember. Lock on there. Group 2 and to intercept them. Emil goes pop.
Group 3. Standing by for instructions. Over. Awaiting instructions. Group 2. Standing by for instructions. Over. Group 4. Awaiting instructions. Group 6. Ready.
Yeah. Having the carrier definitely trivialises that first air raid.
Oh yeah.
Okay, group 3 back to rearm, group 2 on scout stations, and this is the point where I have to get the hell out of the way because we've got a Queen Elizabeth this time, so that's a random tier 6 coming up the middle channel.
Awaiting instructions.
Did the new mechs come up the right hand channel last time? I think it did, from where we saw it.
New Mex. I think that's the same spot the New Mex was last time. I think.
Alright. I would have sworn the new mechs came up the channel at F8 because we encountered it coming towards group. I could be wrong.
Maybe.
I mean, I was a little distracted at the time.
And I have a terrible memory, so.
Indeed. And a Farragut as well. Kilo and Lima. Right. Name themings, phonetic
Yeah,
alphabet on this initial group, interestingly enough. And there's the misery.
Group 3. Ready for takeoff.
Planes, be somewhere else.
We're under attack.
Trying to target this QE might be the dumbest thing I've done with my torpedo bombers in some time.
Fire. Group 3.
Oh no, Missouri, please.
Course. Standing by for instructions. Over.
Oh no, Missouri, yes.
Group 3. Awaiting instructions.
Let me pour some hot tea on you.
Taking fire.
Yeah.
Standing by for instructions. Over. Awaiting instructions.
Now, it could be random chance, but if we could try to get someone into the middle or right approach channels first, just to see which way the transports bolt. Oh, next carrier wave's coming in. Have to be careful how I engage this because, as noted, battleship.
Taking fire. Group 2 awaiting instructions. Engaging enemy. Target destroyed. Group 5 awaiting instructions. Group 4 awaiting instructions.
Oh yeah, breaking left here for the Missouri and a battleship's quite nice. You get a full broadside shot here.
Yeah, unfortunately, my fighters are getting shredded.
Yeah.
It's a coincidence, but the fact that the airstrike turns up at the same time as the Missouri means that you've got to use defensive AA and fighters, well, cap fighters to an extent to cover this. I mean, I can probably catch these guys with a strafe and get the worst of it off, but they launched before I could kill them, and well, I've lost Group 2 and Group 3 are dropping planes. Yeah, Group 2's gone. Don't think it tries to ram. But Larry, if you could kill it now, thank you. That's much appreciated. Okay, so mid-channel, let's see if the transports bolt left. If we do this, pretty much well, I wouldn't say it confirms our theory that the transports are bolting for the least guarded exit.
Decent idea.
But yes, it does add a bit of weight to it.
See if I can snipe that support ship before it gets active.
Mm-hmm.
Not that suppose I won't.
Fort Anti-Air is kicked up. So is Campbelltown's. Right. Well, I am not going to sink the king with that kind of flak.
We're under attack. Returning to ship. Returning.
Transports still haven't bolted.
Gonna have to keep an eye on this transport. It's only got 5k health.
Uh-huh.
Be fun though.
Airborne. Group 6 standing by for instructions. Over. Approaching target. Taking fire. Group 3 awaiting instructions. Group 7 maintaining present course. Group 7.
Mahan, if you'd be so kind as to annihilate that Campbelltown.
Ah, right, they're breaking right again. I think it might be random.
Could be random, yeah.
Ready for takeoff.
Implying it's just coincidence that the couple of times we blatted a ship into the bay to get the transports, they just happened to go the other way. Also, King appears to be trying to run as well.
Yeah. I'll see if I can take care of that.
I've got torpedo bombers in the air as well. Torpedo bombers in the water would be bad.
Instructions. Group 6 awaiting instructions.
There we go.
Cool.
Returning to ship.
In which case,
Ooh, we might lose a Liberty here.
Taking fire. Engaging.
Unless this Mahan can kill Campbelltown quickly.
Group 4 returning. Standing by for instructions. Over.
Oh, right, I see the threat moving. Also, enemy reinforcements have just shown.
Okay, Campbelltown died. Good. If only I could share my heal with you, Liberty, I would.
Well, just get in front of it.
Trying.
The other problem is the Perth that's coming this way. But I think they're targeting... Yeah, they're targeting Asparagus.
Standing by for instructions.
Yep.
Group 2 returning. Group 7 standing by for instructions. Over.
Yep, so this Liberty shouldn't be spotted anymore, and even if he is, I should be the priority target, if not the destroyer, so I think we're fine. Oh, wait. Huh? No.
Okay, they're all in. It's fine.
Maintaining present course. Returning to ship.
Goodbye, Perth.
Oh, bloody hell. How did I move that far up?
Well, the Perth killed our Liberty just at the last second. Did it trigger?
We got the secondary, but we've now lost
Okay, good.
too many troops, so we have got to...
We have to kill.
We have to kill.
Got it.
Granted, that's not a massive challenge so far, but oh dear, we just lost Larry.
Returning.
7, make your run. Didn't get a flood on that New York, which is somewhat annoying.
Group 5, ready for takeoff. Group 2, ready. Taking fire. Approaching target. Engaging enemy. Returning. We're under attack.
Oh, for armor-piercing bombs.
Yeah. Pretty much everything would melt.
Well, the battleships would melt. The cruisers would be troublesome.
Yeah, that's true. Unless they were Graf Zebs.
True. And then, actually, at Tier 6, a lot of the cruisers got such thin deck armor that they,
Yeah.
the bombs were just overpen.
I think Asparagus might die here. He's got a Belfast within a few kilometres.
Honestly, I'm more looking at the Atlanta.
Oh, that too.
The torpedo beating, and the Belfast has turned in, so I need to circle around again. I can take some risks. I've still got most of my planes, actually, but... Okay, time to cross-drop the Mahon.
Yeah, Quacks, yeah, we see machine gun. They like doing a few joke names in this operation, apparently.
Awaiting instructions. Group 5, engaging enemy. Group 7, ready. Group 5, destroyed.
Boom. And Atlanta's popped defensive fire. Farewell, my aircraft. Yeah, thought as much.
Yeah. Atlanta.
Yes. Om nom nom.
Group 2, we're under attack. Group 3, awaiting instructions.
And we might be about to lose the Liberty.
Group 6, airborne.
Okay, the good news is we captured the dock before it died, so we're still good on that respect.
Yep.
6 and 7, get in there.
Over. We're under attack. Airborne.
Kill this thing. Kill it now.
Group 7, we're under attack. Approaching target. Returning.
Damn it. Oh, never mind, it's dead. Thank you, whoever killed that.
You're welcome.
Unfortunately, the Chapayev has also got defensive fire.
Instructions. Over. Engaging enemy. Group
Yeah.
destroyed.
Try and take care of that.
Yes, and I only have...
Bit of a Nelson, though.
Group 6.
Yeah.
Fire.
Group 6, land, rearm.
3, standing by for instructions.
Group 7,
3, we're under attack.
yes.
It's only me and you.
Oh dear. That would explain
left.
why the enemy is not dying nearly as fast as they should be.
Accuracy, don't fail me now.
Awaiting instructions.
You failed me.
Maintaining present course.
Okay, 6 and 7 re-up. Group 5,
How many
circle.
reserves you got?
I'm out of torpedo bombers. I have got 1 wave reserve left on my dive bombers.
Okay. Try to take out this Chapayev.
Approaching target.
Boom.
Oh,
Returning to ship.
alright, torpedo bombers are gone. Dive bombers are launching and
Still
basically going straight for the Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
If you could smack the
North Cal?
North Cal a few times with high explosives, just to kill some of its high X, sorry, its AA nodes, that would be welcome.
Okay.
The only good news is that the bombs have got such a short turn. Oh, never mind.
Gone.
Yeah, good news is the
Right.
bombs have got such a short turnaround that, frankly,
Approaching target.
it's almost comedic.
Returning to ship.
Alright, there is one other.
Destroyed.
Indeed.
Now he's realised it. He overmatches me as well. This is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Unless he hits my main belt. Haha.
Indeed. Right, final dive bombers are launching.
There's
And then I think there's only one thing
I
to
could just
be...
go for the ram at this point. This is just the easiest way.
Ready for takeoff.
Actually, that was pretty much my idea, and I'm closer and faster.
Alright, go for it.
Ready for takeoff.
For glory.
Taking fire.
Pretty much. Although we do need to do another 10,000 damage or so to him.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that will do.
6.
Asking you shall receive.
Indeed.
I'll do a little more just to guarantee it. And because I wanted to just get a little more over 300k.
Approaching target.
Oh, right.
Returning.
Also, his main batteries are looking at you, so
Yep.
he's only got his secondaries on this side.
There you go. Have fun.
Witness me!
Doing surprisingly little to me. This is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Witness!
Yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Next Manus, I would be inclined to attribute that to Twitch being wonky, honestly. Sean Horst and KGV probably best for this. Yeah, Sean Horst will be interesting, but she's going to struggle against the battleships in the last wave. So you need something with 14 or 16-inch guns to back it up.
KGB's pretty good because you've got the AP which will do its work on the cruisers and the battleships,
and
but you can switch to HE as well.
Stunt. For the record, I am obliged to note that Someone at Wargaming clearly has a sense of humour, because you recall how I sank in this engagement.
Yes.
Well, officially I was destroyed by a torpedo from the North Carolina.
Oh, right. Yeah, I saw there was a post on Reddit about that where someone got killed by a torpedo from a Texas.
Anyone can be a torpedo. Once.
Is that intentional or is that a bug? I'm going to assume that's intentional just for a laugh.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious if it is. I mean, they have it tracking as a separate combat event, so I have to assume it's an in-joke.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
If so,
And if it's a bug, it's too good to fix, so you know what? Leave it
just leave
there.
it in.
Yeah.
That's a good bug.